What's going on one time? It's Defiance with PerioHustle.com. A lot of you might know me from some of my other videos or even my magazine and some of the things that I do. But let's go ahead and chop it up today. I wanted to drop another video for a lot of my people out there that might be going through some of the things that I've gone through, or some of the things that we're all going through right now, which is trying to deal with moving forward and really getting your shit together, getting your business together, getting your mind right, trying to get on track, whether it's that new job you want, whether it's trying to get your company off the ground, or even trying to get motivated to do something more than you're doing right now. And this is something that really affects all of us on an everyday basis, because it's hard to get past some of the psychological moldings that we have embedded inside of us. It's almost like we were born with some of these limitations placed on us that make it hard for us to even move forward and do the things that we want. There's many people that don't have problems with being able to go out there and really get it. Some hustlers that really know how to go ahead and make things happen. But in other aspects of their life, you have things that are all out of whack and you can't seem to really get together. And some of these things we look at, whether it's taking care of your children or whether it's trying to go ahead and make the money that you want to, or whether it's getting the woman in your life that you want to, or for a woman, the man in your life that you really want to. And it's looking at yourself and really finding out, why are these things not coming into my life the way that I think they should? Why are these things not presented to me the way that I believe I should be able to get them? Now, we go ahead and we say things that we think sound good, or we say things that we feel we want, but at the end of the day, the real question is, do we really believe the things that we say? Do we believe that we can really do the things that we might speak? And that's what we have to look at. What do you really believe about yourself? What do you really believe about the world around you and how you perceive it? It's all perception on how you look at the world and how you look at yourself. And these limitations that you may have inside of you, it can be something that came from being very young, from things that you might have heard while you were getting older or growing up. Whether someone told you you can't do something, or you can't be successful at something, or you've never seen anybody have a certain level of success in your life, so it doesn't become real to you. And these limitations that we put on ourselves, these are the things that we have to realize, because these limitations are what holds us back. But those limitations are only things that we created in our mind that limit us from moving forward and getting the things out of life that we really want. There's no boogeyman. There's nobody out there really outside yourself that's stopping you and pushing you from being at your fullest potential. Your fear is what stops you from being at your fullest potential. And your fear is what limits you. Your fear is drawn off your disbelief, your self-doubt, your lack of feeling that you have a worth or a value. And those are the things that kind of stop you from moving forward and getting to the next spot, or getting to the next avenue in your life. And you have to really look at these things. Why do I have this doubt? Why do I have these limitations? Where did this come from? How can I conquer this? But the first key to understanding that you have the potential to move forward is to understand that you also have many limitations. And not limitations that are concrete and can't be broken down. Limitations that you have set up inside yourself, and you tell yourself subconsciously on a regular basis. You doubt yourself and you repeat it, and you let yourself know all the things that you won't be able to do, and you come up with all the reasons and excuses and everything that's around you, environment, why you can't be who you want to be. You look at television, you might look at the media, you look at Facebook, you look at Twitter, you look at all these media outlets around you, and people envy and they desire to be the people that they see in front of them. Well, if you want to be this certain person, if you want to become a certain way in your life, then you be the change that you're looking for. Emulate the things that you see that you want to be. There's no reason why you don't have the potential to do these things. The only way you're going to understand this is by breaking down those borders, breaking down those boundaries, those limitations that are in your head that plague on you, and they draw you down. They're like anchors on your brain, on your mind, on your physical being. Because when you have your mind weighing down so much, it's heavy on everything else in the body. Because you see, the head sits on top of the body, so when the mind feels heavy, so does the rest of the body, and it weighs you down. And you have to be able to conquer these things within yourself. And if you can conquer that, then it enables you to move forward to the next step, to get up and have that motivation, to have that desire. As kids, we had so many desires to be able to do so many things, so many wants, so many gifts, so many talents, so many things that we dreamed of. And it was infinite. There was nothing that you couldn't tell a kid he couldn't do if his imagination stretched far enough. And I think when we start to become adults, we start losing the ability of being able to dream. We lose the ability to be able to imagine. And that imagination becomes smaller and smaller. And what we have to do is learn how to imagine again. Learn to take these images and put them into action. Learn how to dream again, but not dream to the point where you sleep, but dream where you go ahead and create and you bring it into existence. You have the power to be able to do that. You have the power to be able to create these things within your life. You just have to be able to realize that you are boundless. You have no limitations, and you have the ability to be the most incredible force that's ever been put here on the universe, all because of the human mind. And if you can understand that, the possibilities will be endless. And I speak to you from my own experiences, my own setbacks, and things that I've done that haven't worked, and where I've been, and seeing that I've been plagued by these this conditioning, and I've been plagued by this indoctrination of believing that I was less than what I really was, what I've been told in school, what I've been told by others, the lies that have been sold to me that I went ahead and bought. And so I speak to you not from a person that hasn't existed in these different lanes, but someone that's existed right where you stand, right where you sit today. I've been there, and still have to conquer my own demons, and we all do. But that's the only way that we can, is by looking inward and being able to conquer these limitations that we place on ourselves. Realizing that there is nothing out there, that blame is a dangerous game. And that blame comes back to haunt you, because what you do is you enable someone else to hold the power over your life, because you do not choose to take control of your decisions by yourself. When you blame someone else for the things that have been done to you, what you say is, I do not have the power to control the things that are being done in my life. Someone else has the power to control my life for me. When you look at somebody else for your freedom, for your salvation, to be saved, you're looking at someone else outside of yourself. And that's what happens. That's what we've been sold. That's society. Always looking for the external power. Looking for a power. Looking for some kind of relinquishment outside of our own being, outside of ourself. When everything really is internalized. It's inside here. And when you start to think about it, every emotion, every infliction, every feeling, every bit of your being, everything that you know, everything that makes up who you are, is all from right here. It's all in your head. Everything. The whole world, everything.